Hi there, Jeffrey Rhoades from Experimental Homesteader Exotic Gardening and Sheri and Richerson.com. I don't know whether you can see this in the video. The left side of my face is swollen. The joke is that Sheri hit me with an iron skillet. The reality of it is I have an abscessed tooth, I believe. I've had a toothache for about a week and a half, something like that. I noticed Friday evening there was a little bit of swelling, like right in this area, just a little bit of a knot under the skin. Yesterday it had gotten a little bit worse. This morning when I woke up, it was all the way up and, half my face. And so I decided it was time to go to the emergency room, try and get some antibiotics. I'd already made arrangements on Friday for a dental appointment on Wednesday, because I didn't have anything over the weekend, and Friday they're only open till 1 o'clock, so I was talking to them while I was at work, and they couldn't get me in that day. So, but this morning it flared big time, and I've had 2 rounds of antibiotics now. It's starting, I think, to maybe have an effect, because I don't think it's not quite as bad now. This bottom eyelid was, well, it's still rather puffy. It wasn't that bad this morning. Great thing is, when I went to the emergency room this morning, it was rather empty. There weren't very many patients. Basically, I went in, checked in at the front desk, sat down in the waiting room, and about 2 minutes later they were calling me back. So, and they took me to a room, one of the multi-bed rooms. I think there were 2 other beds that were occupied. Most of the rooms were empty. They really were not busy this morning, so I was quite pleased to see that. I even made a comment to the registration nurse that took me back that last I had been in there, it was overflowing with people, and I was much happier to see that it was, much better. And she commented, that she was happy too, that they weren't so overwhelmed. So makes me think that at least in this area, for Grant County, our COVID situation is improving. So maybe, just maybe, it is ending for us. But we'll see. I don't know for sure. We'll have to wait and see. That is one thing about COVID. You can't count it out till it's actually done. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I haven't heard the fat lady sing quite yet. I'm hoping she's warming up though. So, but and the weather, of course, turned cold. It had gotten cold yesterday. It stayed cold today. And we had a little bit more snow. Just no real accumulation, just a little whitening of the ground. But it's rather icy out. Places where it had started to melt have refrozen and turned icy. The snow is crunchy when you walk on it, because the surface of it is somewhat frozen. And I'm just hoping that I can get through the next couple of days and get in to see the dentist. This is actually very similar to what happened to me almost 30 years ago. I had the front tooth abscess on me, and wound up on antibiotics because my face swelled. Went to the dentist put me on antibiotics, had me come back in a little bit later, did root canals on the front 2 teeth, or off to this side, the 2 on this front. Both of them had titanium pins and crowns put in, and this one, the farthest one over right now, is actually loose, and that's the one that's giving me fits. It's gotten infected up behind it again, and I've almost been tempted to just pull and see if I get drainage and a relief of the pressure, but I'm worried about that because then I have a hole up into an area that I don't really want exposed to air and bacteria and everything else. So I'm hoping at this point that I can keep that tooth in place until Wednesday, and then have the dentist deal with the removal and drainage if that's what happens. But right now, I mean, it's just, I'm hoping the antibiotic kicks in soon, reduces the swelling, relieves some of the pressure, so some of the pain will go away, because it's been hard to sleep. I tend to sleep on my left side, so the left side of my face is what's against the pillow, and with this swelling, the pressure doesn't work real well. So I also haven't been able to use my CPAP for about a week, so and that's something that I really actually need. So anyways, I think that's going to do it for tonight. So please subscribe, give us thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Stay safe out there.